Most difficult decision ever is having to choose between my happiness and you, but I would still choose you because you poison me with the taste of your lips. Because when I kissed you, I made sure that I suck you dry without even noticing that I was squeezing all the pain in lies from your tongue. I must say, it worked. It really worked because of the way I became so addicted to you. A minute does not even pass without me seeing a blur image of you on my mind. Hallucinations hitting me left, right, and center because Claire was never part of you, so the image has always been blurred like your love. And yet, you have guts to tell me to hold on and never lose hope, for it kills no one. I guess that's what you think. You have a right to your own opinion. I understand you though. I understood you and accepted your ways of doing things. You don't have time for me. Yes, maybe a little second, which you claim I should appreciate, of which I am struggling to. Because hope died a long time ago in my heart. You don't even have time to take note of the scars on my chest, no matter how naked I become in front of you physically, still blame. Emotionally, still blame. Or you just don't want to take the blame, even though it is your responsibility to fix this broken heart of mine. I prayed. I prayed day and night for us to be fine as if I was doing the right thing in front of the Almighty God. Like praying for my husband and I. And guess what? Instead, I should have just prayed to remove myself from sin. Sin of loving you with permanent ink on this temporary journey. Or maybe I should have just prayed for a speedy healing as I tried to reverse all the promises, hopes, and dreams I had for us two. But still, I kept on praying that you never give up on me while you already did throw me from the highest mountain. I fell so hard that it still hurts. Blair, you tried to you tried to act picking me up, helping me. Even though deep down I knew it was all fake, I still couldn't resist the hands that pushed me into falling to pick me up again. The addiction. I asked myself, why? Why trust so easily? Even though saying, cause maybe I still love you makes my breath stink, I still say it. Or simply say I haven't held and you're the only one who can better the pain. Even having conversations with you makes my stomach cramp so hard, my heart beat up so fast, my face sweating so much, and I get scared as fuck. I sometimes hate that I responded to those deceitful text messages you sent me, telling me how much you miss having general conversations with me. I just knew it was all lies because the only conversation we had was you feeding me with. Your tricky lies just to hit and disappear on me when I start to get used to you. When I start to get used even to the reversed attention, to the rehearsed attention as well. Addiction. Your manipulative tongue got me trapped because no is in vain when I'm around you, even when I hear a word from you. Just like that, I was used so easily you didn't even have to do much. I wasn't blind because my eyes were just covered with a white lace cloth. When you asked me to turn this back of mine and lean on you, I bowed to your lies knowingly. I started to enjoy them bit by bit until I could not feel the pain. Tried. Tried to give you another chance, not second, not third either. I lost the count. Are you good? That was the only thing you could ask, as if there was something better you would change. I guess I was fine before you asked me to write a poem about you. Not that there was no good to say, but it was so little and only lasted few hours or maybe minutes, seconds. Your love is only real behind the sin of the world. The only intimate I got from you was through fake orgasm when I feel like hating on you, while at the back of my mind I thought intimacy was finding the person who makes you feel so perfect being yourself. I knew I wouldn't have survived if I was me while with you, so I faked it for you, faked everything just to keep you happy. Something you couldn't even do for me. Along the way, I got tired and exploded, but my explosion to you was drama to you. You didn't even try to question how I really feel. No communication. Toxicity that I want so hard to remove myself from. What about you listening to this poem? What about you? Do you relate? It's all confusing, right? You never know what it is to believe. Or when they offer you a drink, you don't even know if is it really wine or just blood from your scars. A confusing pill, love. A pill with no cure like AIDS, but at least I will die reading poems on how to better the pain you claim to love. Your face fake raining the guilt of love you claim to have had and maybe still have. On my side, everything is just blur. I am still hurting even though I don't know how to explain how it really feels. Or even if I would try, you would still act deaf and ignore the F out of me. So I choose to be silent about it. Every time I try to stand up for myself, fight for my freedom, and voice up, you always think that I'm fighting you, but I'm only fighting for respect. Maybe that's too much to ask to you. All that I want from you is in vain. You don't know how happy I become when you are around. But as soon as you walk out on my side, I feel you walking away with my dignity and pride. I feel you taking back all the love you just promised me, because someone else is in need of it too. Whenever I try to communicate with you, you hug me. You hug me with all that guilt and mind full with lust. Hence, I feel so cold around your arms, and the only warmth I got from you was true sexual interaction. Hence, I didn't even mind doing it 100 times. Our only form of communication. Do you remember that? You hugged me. You hugged me when I wanted to share my stories with you, telling me to be silent and lie on your silent chest and listen to that silent heartbeat of yours. It's only clear now that you wanted to tell me how you felt nothing for me. It's sad that I was kind of like used as a salt body discharge, thinking that I was loved. I no longer want to lie on your chest and feed myself with deceitful love. I curse all of those days I took a sip on your wine of lies. I don't want to cry no more. I told myself and promised myself with two fingers crossed no more. No matter how painful it is, I will move forward and never look back. As for my mind and heart, As for my mind and heart, I guess I just need to pray harder and harder and harder than crying harder. Easy task. Be careful not to feed yourself with the same love that break you many times before. Never allow yourself to believe that people change and are actually different, because all these different people are actually the same. Love yourself first. Respect that temple. Regret nothing about your life because it had to take you to a different level in life. Pray. Pray and pray and pray and pray and pray and pray harder for the isolation of yourself from sin. Because you are worth nothing cheap in this life. Remember who you are before anything makes you forget your identity. Stick to your lane and make sure that you get what you're worth, and only that, nothing less or or more you can get. This is Poetic Ap sharing a poem titled as Blair. It's not a poem, it's a storytelling poem with a mixed emotions, many stories around people that I love, and some of them I relate. So this is my spoken word. Thank you for listening. Please don't forget to subscribe on my channel Poetic AP. Thank you.